Duffer is back posting on his Instagram, and my friends, it has been far too long since we've covered one of these photo dumps, and that's exactly what we're doing today, diving into the photo dump that Ross Duffer dropped just a couple days ago, giving us our first look at Jancy, Steve's car, a G.I. Joe lunchbox, like a visual effects look of Jonathan. We're going to talk about it all, a couple of theories going around the internet, and a couple of thoughts and speculations we have at the end of these videos, as we always do. But like always, I need your guys' thoughts and opinions and theories and questions down below in the comment section. What do you make of our first look at Jancy? And are you Team Stancy or Jancy? Let me know all that down below. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Let's hop into this. So Ross Duffer, you bad, beautiful man, finally posts back on his Instagram, giving us our first look at Jancy. And Jancy here together, we rarely saw them together in Season 4. So seeing Jancy back right here, it just feels right. But when you look obviously closely, you see Steve Harrington's car. But with all these photo dumps, there's one thing in mind. And that thing in mind is that there's so many callbacks this Season 1. Obviously, a couple weeks ago, maybe even months ago now, we got our first look at Will Byers and younger Will Byers. So that was like a huge callback to Season 1. And basically, a lot of these callbacks have been leading to Season 1. And with this one, we're calling back to an original group from Season 1 of Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan, where you had Team Stancy and Jancy, where it all began in the finale of Season 1, where Steve and all of them are fighting the Demodogs and the Demogorgons. It was epic, it was crazy, it was awesome. That's looking like the group we're going to have again this time around, and I'm hoping we have even more of a focal point with this group, because that's going to be a huge thing of Stancy or Jancy throughout it, and I think it's going to get everyone on the internet, this guy especially, talking, because I'm Team Stancy some days, but I'm also Team Jancy other days, and I think they're going to be fighting for Nancy, and I think one of them might sacrifice themselves for Nancy, and this also goes back to that video they released of the Steve, you need to run, where Jonathan might be yelling at Steve, you need to run, because they are together, and this just further proves that they are together. So these are just some of my thoughts and theories and speculations on this one photo alone. You also got this VFX look of Jonathan screaming. It's kind of bizarre to look at. His mouth's wide open, and I'm assuming he's going to be yelling or getting chased or screaming. Maybe this is him yelling, Steve, you need to run. Possibly. I'm really starting to think Jonathan was yelling that, so we got a little VFX look here. We got a look at one of the Duffer Brothers with Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan all looking at something on a screen, either something they had filmed or they were planning on filming. I wish I was just right there between them in the corner looking at it. It's like, what's going on? What are you guys filming? I wish I could just be a fly on the wall. Can I just be the guy that goes, all right, and take 2, take 3. I just want to be that guy. I want to see what's going on. I want to have all the answers already. And Ross Duffer also posted a picture of a G.I. Joe box, and I've been seeing these theories going around that this G.I. Joe box in general actually leads into time travel, which has been a huge speculation for Season 5, that in Season 5 we will have time travel. So with this one right here, this is a huge kind of question mark. Is Ross Duffer just playing games? Is this Will Byers' lunchbox? Or are they leading to that, all the speculation that is going around the internet, that this G.I. Joe box will lead into some form of time travel in Season 5? I'm going to lean to yes. I think Ross Duffer's just dropping Easter eggs. Do your research if you want. I just saw people speculating about us on the internet that this particular G.I. Joe box in this set is around a time travel whole thing. So I believe there's going to be some form of time travel in here, and there also is a time jump in here, obviously. So if we have so many callbacks to Season 1, we might be going back to Season 1 in general to go and find and stop Vecna. And just like that, that's another Ross Duffer photo dump. Let me know down below in the comments, what do you make of all these images dropped and the theories I kind of threw out there, speculating each individual image. And at this point in the video, as always, we always have some theories and speculation going around. But this time, I just kind of have a big question mark, because obviously they have confirmed with a couple images over that got leaked over the last couple weeks that they're going to be jumping into 1987, 1988. So that is a 1 to 2 year time jump. My big question, my big speculation, my big kind of worry for Season 5, Season 4 ends, basically Hawkins is on fire, it's burning down to the ground, assuming that Vecna is just taking over the town and taking over everything, right? The upside down is coming upside right. How do we have a time jump in here? How do we have this 1 to 2 year time jump where this is it all like Avengers Endgame, where everything is just distraught, everything is just down in the dumps, or what are we going back to everyday life? That's my big question and kind of worry with this. If the world is on fire, shouldn't we take place right from the world being on fire? Or are we going to go back to school? Everyone's going to try to go off to college. Everyone's going to try to go live hunky-dory lives. That's my big worry, friends. That's my big speculation, because how Season 4 ends, you want the next episode right then and there. And we had to wait all this time, which is no problem. But it's kind of like, are we not hopping off right where season 4 ended? Are we going to jump right into a 2-year time jump? Did they just put the fire out? Is that it? Did Vecna just go away for 2 years? Just a big question and worry I kind of have going into season 5 because it's my favorite show of all time. I will be devastated if they cannot stick the landing. I'm not saying that because why? And the Duffer Brothers, we trust. Just my big worry for with this whole time jump thing going around. Nonetheless, we are basically heading back to season 1, and I think we're going to have a time travel heading back to season 1. And it's good to see Stancy and GNC all together on the screen again. That's my theories and kind of speculations and worries for going into season 5. What do you make of them? And what do you make of this photo dump from Ross Duffer? Let's talk about it down below in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. I have a bunch more Stranger Things content coming as we lead up to the finale season. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being here. I'll see you in the next one.